welcome in, y'all. Welcome to the Halloween edition of the podcast. My name is Soju, also known as Mitsuri from Demon Slayer. And we got Tina, also known as Marty, also known as Shinobu from Demon Slayer.
No.
I'm a little sad that KJ isn't here.
Right.
Because he had Tengen. This is like our leftover cosplays from DreamCon. We did a group cosplay.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, Code Man. I appreciate it because the way that me and Tina did this very quickly.
Yeah.
My
Yeah.
wig's kind of a mess.
Mine is just here.
I
It's
don't know.
just here.
I try to rebraid this thing and it's just, I don't know. We're nappy. I did not comb this out.
That is okay.
But yes, I always look forward to the Halloween edition to the pod. Last year, y'all were both
What?
from JJK, and I was Makima,
Mhm.
and Dante called me out for not being in JJK in a JJK cosplay.
Bro. That was a cosplay I never wore. I literally wore it for that stream and that was it.
Repeat people say my name right, but it don't bother me at all. It's a funny story about my name.
KJ has always called you Code Man, but I see the spelling every time and it's Cod Man.
I was about to say, it's like I'll call you Code Man because KJ has always called you Code Man.
Right.
But then again, KJ can't read sometimes. I don't know.
Bro, it'd be like that. I can't English.
Real girl. I can't wait for us to get back to Love Is Blind, but the did you hears this week are insanity. Like TwitchCon just happened, which I'm not gonna lie, I had mad FOMO.
Yeah.
But I feel like I always have FOMO with TwitchCon because just so many people we know go. But this year, fucking apparently there was so much security issues and whatever else. I feel like second day of the con is when the thingy was when I saw the video of Emiru getting like assaulted.
Yeah.
That was like the first thing I saw when I opened Twitter. My name was originally supposed to be Code Man, but I was a dumb kid and forgot to spell how to spell code. I'm sick. But yeah, Twitch really dropped the ball with Emiru because not only did some strange man just walk straight through the entire line of her meet and greet, he went straight up to her, grabbed her by the face, and tried planting a kiss on her. To which you see her like physically recoil and like throw her hands up like this. And that's when security finally got the guy and they physically pushed him to the ground. But they didn't do anything else. Like that guy was just able to leave the convention. Nobody knew who the fuck he was. Nobody tried stopping him. And like that was it. They weren't going to do anything else about it. And to which Emiru and her manager was like, no, like something needs to be done. He just like assaulted her.
Yeah.
And they were like, okay, we'll just like slap a 30-day ban on him. Like he's banned for 30 days from Twitch.
What is 30 days gonna do?
Dude, like, and I was talking to Wavy about this, and he said that your TwitchCon ticket is linked to your account. So he couldn't get back in for like the rest of the con if you're banned, but I'm not entirely sure if that's true. If you're banned on the site, you can't go to the convention. But your ticket is linked to your Twitch account.
Well, that's good because at least, again, if they have to ban someone, it'll be easy to figure out who. But still,
Yeah.
30 days?
Yeah, no. I feel like 30 days is bullshit. And Emiru and her manager were like, that's bullshit. So he is permanently banned on Twitch. But again, that's the only consequences that he received. Not not to mention that when like they were initially raising concerns about this, the security laughed in Emiru's face.
Mm-hmm.
Like, this woman was just attacked and y'all are keying about it in front of her.
Right.
Like, which I don't fucking get Twitch for doing this, especially since last year a similar incident had happened to her, but like nothing really came of it because she hired her own personal like security guard. But all the security, like, so when this happened, like her security guard like grabbed the guy and walked him out of the convention. Like, he didn't even beat the guy's ass. Like, he just walked him out of the convention. And Twitch was like, nope. That guy was like way too aggressive. You cannot bring in your own security. You have to use TwitchCon security.
I wouldn't want to use Twitch on security
I mean,
because look at how they
yeah,
reacted.
look at how they handled it. And obvious, like, she has issued a statement saying that that was her last TwitchCon. She will not be going to another one, and I don't even fucking blame her. Like, the last two quit TwitchCon, somebody grabbed her and tried like kissing her or something. Like, also,
Mm-mm.
just I mean, I guess I don't understand the whole parasocial thing. Like, I can't imagine watching somebody on Twitch and like forming a whole relationship in my mind. So that way when I see them in person, that's my girlfriend.
Right.
We're in love.
No,
Like, I don't understand what's happening.
I don't know.
Like, I, I don't know what's going on unless they're smoking the same stuff that that one girl that fell in love with her therapist did on TikTok. You know, she's still talking about it. She's still on TikTok live talking about it. And
Mm-mm.
it's like, sis, it's been months. Are you good? The answer is
No.
no. But
Yeah.
so that happened, and apparently this like has served a catalyst for Emiru where she's like, I don't give a fuck anymore. And now she's like outing Mizkif for like their entire abusive relationship, talking about he was very controlling, he punched holes in the walls, he constantly threw stuff at her. Um which by like a lot of people are pulling up clips from his like last known relationship, which is like some girl named Maya,
Mm-hmm.
and she has like a ton of clips on her stream of him just also doing this. Like, it's insane. Not to mention Emiru like even went on to say that he sexually assaulted her and went into detail about the assault. Just,
Damn.
yeah, it's awful. And Ms. Kiff has gone live trying to like tell his side of the story, which I'm not gonna lie, he just like confirmed everything that she said, and he's trying to say it in a way like it doesn't make him look bad, but I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
dude. He's like, it's like, yeah, I had to defend myself because Emiru was violent too. She would throw like clothes and stuffed animals at me, so I had to defend myself.
Those are very soft.
And it's like a squishmallow, dude.
Right.
You got hit with a cinema roll. Be so serious, bro. And he even addressed like the controlling thing. He's like, I was not controlling. I just told her that she needs to dress like an adult, which Emiru very commonly cosplays in her streams. So I'm like, okay. Hey, what's good, Micah? It's like,
Welcome in.
huh, okay.
Yeah.
And he's like, no more wearing pajamas. And I'm like, what the fuck?
If I
What
want
the?
to wear pajamas, I'm gonna wear pajamas.
I
Like,
was
what
about
the
to say, it's
fuck?
like, so she can't go on stream in her pajamas and she can't go on stream in cosplay. What do you want her to wear? Like, okay. He's like, I told her um that she couldn't talk about her stalkers anymore,
Why
which,
not?
dude, that just didn't make any fucking sense. And like, people are like, correct me if I'm wrong, but Emiru very seldomly talked about her stalker on stream.
Mm-hmm.
So that was the conversation that she must have been having with him off of stream. And for you to be like, stop fucking talking about that shit is weird, considering that's your girlfriend.
Right. Mm.
Um, he it, there was even like, she had like 12 fucking pages of like messages between the two of them of him just being awful, being controlling. She wasn't allowed to play tank in fucking League of Legends.
Why not?
Because if she played tank, which was like the role that he mained, people would see that she's a better tank than he is, and they would think that she is better at the game than he is, and he could not have that.
That's crazy. That's insane.
Like, he's like, yeah, like, I wasn't controlling, I just told her like what to wear, what to talk about, what to play,
Yeah,
but I
no.
wasn't controlling.
I don't know what his definition of controlling is.
Right.
Mm. I wish somebody would tell me what role I can play.
Right. Like, Tina, you're only allowed to play support. If you play anything else, we're gonna have to fight.
Fight me then. If I want a DPS, I'm a DPS. If I want a tank, I'm a throw, but I'm a tank.
Not I'm a throw.
Yeah, no, I can't take that.
But yeah,
But
no, it's so funny him trying to go to the internet and defend himself, and he's just low key like confirming everything that she's saying.
right.
Um,
Mm-mm.
and he even said it's like her having a stalker was not just like a safety concern for me, but it was for like everybody else in the house as
Okay.
well. And it's like, and people paused the video and was like, you know who else it was a safety concern for?
Her.
Her.
Right.
Why are you the first person in this scenario?
Exactly.
Like, your girlfriend has a stalker and you're more worried about your safety. And then the next person's safety you're worried about is everybody else. Why is she the last person that you're concerned about on this list
That's crazy.
when it's her stalker?
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, it's just wild. And the Twitch stuff like does not fucking stop, because QT Cinderella's stupid ass went on a whole unprompted rant about how she associates with people that are racist and homophobic, but just because they're racist and homophobic doesn't mean she is.
No.
And she's not going to like cut people like that out of her life, because it's our job as open-minded people to teach people like this that what they're saying is wrong.
Mm. Mm-mm.
Just
Right.
like, as a person of color and a person of that is affiliated with the alphabet mafia, fuck no, baby, I'm not doing that.
Yeah, no.
Like,
First of all, we're grown.
right,
Why should I need to teach you anything? You can learn that on yourself. Google is free. If
right.
you want to learn shit, maybe ask the people that you are oppressing their experiences. Like, but I'm not going out of my way to teach you shit.
Right.
Second of all, you are the company that you keep. So if you associate yourself with racist and homophobic people and you willingly continue to keep them in your life, then what does that
Right.
say about you?
And that's
Mm-mm.
like that seems to be like the premise that people are trying to drive home, that it's like, you know, like you are the company that you keep. So if you keep people that are openly homophobic and racist in your circle, don't be surprised when people will also think that you are these things.
Mm-hmm.
And I saw something earlier where somebody like, oh, called her out and was like, okay, but you say you don't associate with people that are misogynist. So
What's the difference?
what's the difference if you don't associate with somebody that is misogynistic, but you will hang out with them if they're racist and homophobic?
Right. Make it make sense.
And I feel bad that the people she was on stream with, being Katie and Vanilla Mace, that are getting more flack for this than QT Cinderella is. Like, because she issued an apology and people are like, she issued an apology like she's learning. And it's like, dude, her apology was about her reaction to the backlash. It was not about what she said, because she wholeheartedly believes what she said.
Mm-hmm.
It's about how she reacted to the backlash. So I don't know what's going on Twitch.
Yeah.
People are also calling QT out, being like, it's amazing that she has nothing to say about people being homophobic and racist, but she has a whole lot to say if they don't like Taylor Swift.
Girl, what?
Yeah. Apparently she's like a diehard Swiftie, and I'm like, of course she is. Of course she is. Which, again, the Swifties can come for me. I don't care. Taylor Swift is the queen of mediocre white women, and other mediocre white women love her because of it. Like, if I get doxxed and I have to get off the stream, it's because I said this. Remember me, y'all. But holy shit.
That's crazy.
Uh,
Shawty's priorities are fucked up.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. People are like, she's a diehard Swiftie. She's an ex Mormon, and she's dating Ludwig. Are we really surprised that her white allyship is a farce?
Mm-hmm.
And I really hate seeing white women defend her, being like, guys, she made a mistake. It's like, we're trying to run off one of the more progressive people on this platform. Like, I'm getting real tired of how easily forgiven white women are, but I guess that's a whole different discussion.
Mm-hmm.
There's been so much. I don't know. I don't know if you want to talk about Huda.
I mean, we can.
I was about to say Huda from, was it season 7 of Love Island, with her new man Lewis, that was on, what was it, The Perfect Match?
No, he was on Too Hot to Handle, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was on Too Hot to Handle, but
Oh, yes,
wasn't
he
he?
was
He was
on
on The
Perfect
Perfect
Match.
Match,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So they were on a TikTok. Hello. TikTok live, and I guess they set up a Google number for them to be receiving phone calls from fans. And a fan called in, and all they said was, "Oh, Landria is like an N word," and they said it like hard R.
Mm.
And uh, the reaction was just awful because they said it like Huda has like the phone up. She has the phone up or like this, and the person says it like they're on speaker, and she was like, "Ooh," ooh," like hangs up the phone.
I don't get what's funny about that.
Just and I didn't see that they were trying to say that it was a nervous laugh,
Yeah.
which is crazy because I've definitely seen Lewis make a statement saying that y'all need to stop calling Huda racist because she's dating me and I'm a black man. So she can't be racist if we're dating. And it's like,
Right.
that's not how that works.
At all.
I was about to say there are plenty of people that will still date a black person even though they're racist.
Mm-hmm.
Hell, I feel like that's a lot of like biracial kids like fucking upbringing high key.
Mm-hmm.
Like, okay, go off, sir. But Alandria issued a statement about it, actually.
She did.
Yeah, I actually have it saved on my phone.
Oh man.
Not my phone. Get out of here. Um, let's see. Yeah, Alandria says, I do not condone racism of any kind, nor do I entertain it. That kind of language is never acceptable, but not in anger, not as a joke, not ever. That word carries generations of pain, and pretending otherwise only keeps the cycle going. Defending it, laughing about it, or making excuses for it are even worse. I will not let this
Mm-hmm.
moment derail my purpose in uplifting my community. I'm standing firm in who I am and using this as an opportunity to call for real accountability and awareness. We all have a role in building a culture where speaking to one another with respect is the standard, and where speaking against hate speech is the bare minimum. She also has it says at the bottom of this, it's like in the next few slides I am sharing donation links to contribute in support of HBCUs and underfunded educational resources for black students. She has put out, I believe, 4 donation links
Mm-hmm.
to try to uplift the black community in response to this. And honestly, that's why Olandria is bigger than the program.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm sorry about it. Aside from that, Shuddy started her own trend on TikTok.
I saw that and she shut me the fuck up. I'm like, girl, how you take a sunglass, whatever, sunglasses, and the
Mm-hmm.
bitch fit around your waist. Excuse me?
And then she took a second pair of sunglasses and put them
And
on
put it.
around. Bro,
Mm-hmm.
the way I was like, shit. Because I'm small. I'm not that small.
Yeah, no, that was crazy to see.
I tried doing it. I got them on, but I was bending the fuck out them sunglasses. like
Yeah.
like regular sunglasses. She put them around her waist. These are my actual glasses. Like this, bro. Like they didn't bend or nothing. They just went straight on.
Yup. Straight on.
Also, what's good, Dante? I know at the convention Dante did not fuck with these contacts. But yeah, I think that's all I have for the did you hear? Nah, from the front it's crazy. No, it was fucking
No, it
crazy.
was insane.
She put 2 sunglasses on, bro. Just
Mm-hmm.
straight front on around her
Mm-hmm.
waist. Like that shit was nothing. The way that people are freaking out talking about why is your waist is like the same size as my head, Shuddy. Like what the fuck? Uh, them Johns were scary. They had the highlight built in too. They still do, and they're still not facing the same direction. I don't give a fuck. It took me like 40 minutes to put these fucking things in. It normally only takes me like 20 minutes to put fucking contacts in. These bitches took forever to put in. But that's also because I had them soaking for a couple of hours. I honestly should have been soaking them overnight so they weren't as dry.
Mm-hmm.
Because as soon as I put these in, girl, tears. Tears were
Mm.
just streaming down my face. I'm like, I need eye drops. These bitches are fucking dry as hell. I tried it. That's like the width of my abs alone. The fuck? Shitty needs a sandwich. No, I'm not gonna lie.
She's skinty.
Yeah.
Who the fuck is Flat Stanley? Who that?
Oh, I haven't heard Flat Stanley in fucking years. Hold on. Nah, Dante, look up Olandria Love Island. I'm not gonna hold you. God damn. Shuddy's
Yeah.
built like a Barbie doll.
No, literally.
Flat.
Bro, leave me alone.
Like, oh. Yeah, I remember Flat Stanley. They were kids' books.
Let me see. Nah, I ain't never seen this boy a day in my life.
I'm crying. Ugh, I never get the dots right for Mitsuri. Oh well, we're here. But yeah, that's it. That's it for me. Tina, I know you have another true crime, and also I'm sad that we didn't get through all of our true crime stories.
Yeah.
But this month has been low key
Rough.
crazy.
Yeah.
It's been rough. But we're here. It's a popular book when we were kids. Yeah.
I don't know Flat Stanley. I'm sorry. Mm-mm. My jam was the Berenstain Bears.
But now the ears of the glasses went out a bit, did it?
Probably for him. But I think for her,
No,
I don't think they went out.
I thought for her they just went straight on, bro.
I feel like they went straight on. But regardless, she ate that up.
Bro. And and I do feel a little bad because she did that shit just trying to be cute. People are now trying to like suggest that she's like promoting like eating disorders and da 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 da.
Oh my god.
And people are like, y'all, I'm pretty sure Olandria has no idea what the fuck body checking even is.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and unless you have had an eating disorder, I feel like people don't really know what fucking body checking is.
I don't know what that is.
Like, it's definitely something that if you're either anorexic or like bulimic, like one of the two, just some type of eating disorder, body checking is you like checking yourself to make sure that you're still skinny.
Oh.
So that's what people think why she did this, and it was like, no, should have just did that because she's bored and she's bad. I like like Olandria eats.
Mm-hmm.
Hell, I remember when somebody dropped a video of her on Twitter like maybe a month or two ago. They were like, I miss thick Olandria. And it's like her before she went on to Love Island, and I'm not gonna lie, she was definitely thicker in that video, and god damn.
Oh. I have not seen.
Bro, it's like a swimsuit competition.
Mm.
So Shuddy's in a bikini looking crazy. Got hella ass. The titties were already big. They're bigger. Like, jeez, Lord Jesus.
Oh man.
And she saw it on Twitter and she like retweeted it and she's like, let me put my weight back on.
I'm screaming.
Nah, people lost hella weight during Love
Island.
Island. I think Nick lost 50 pounds.
Damn.
Yeah, like he lost a lot of weight. But yeah, Tina, what case do you have for us tonight?
Um, so it's a documentary from Netflix called Amy Lynn. No, sorry. Is that the name of it? I think it's called Amy Bradley is Missing.
Hmm.
Um, I think it regained popularity because her brother came out recently doing an interview. Um, so her case kind of resurfaced, but it's been an open case since 1998.
Oh, I think you told me a little bit about this. It's still open, right?
It is still open.
That's crazy.
Yeah, yeah. So, um, basically, the premise of this is that Amy Bradley goes on a family vacation. Her parents won a trip for a cruise, so they decided to take their children, and so they head out. Um, and the cruise is like to different Caribbean islands, so Aruba, Curacao, and I don't remember the third one, but those were the first two that they headed to. So I guess let me preface this by saying this was also supposed to be kind of like a celebratory trip for Amy because she just graduated college. She moved into her first apartment, like everything. She got a big girl job. Everything was going well for her.
Hmm.
So her parents wanted to celebrate that. Um, so they're on the cruise ship. Everything is, cool, dandy. Um, and they head to Aruba as the first island. Um, and I don't think they explained much of what they did on that island. They probably just did general,
I was about to say the
like,
typical cruise stuff,
yeah, yeah,
getting really drunk and then walking around
right,
the island.
exactly. They probably did some type of excursion or something, but
Hmm.
stereotypical tourist shit. Um, so then they get back on the cruise ship, and I believe that night they'd had the captain's night.
Mm.
So they like
What
got
is what is
so
that?
the captain's night is where it's essentially like a formal dinner.
Mm.
So
With
you
like
get
with the whole thing. I've never been on a cruise, so I don't know.
yeah. So it's like everyone on the cruise ship, all the passengers, they get dressed up. I believe the cruise people are there as well. I'm pretty sure the captain is too.
I was about to say I
Um
hope the captain's there.
right, yeah.
I
But also then who the fuck is driving the cruise ship? Like I don't know.
don't know.
But
They
um
they got that shit on auto. It's fine.
see mm, 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 mm,
That's how we
mm,
crashed the
mm.
Titanic. No, I'm playing.
right. uh, so that's essentially what the captain's night is, just a very formal dinner, because otherwise it's like very informal casual wear, and they have like the main like dining area, but then they also have like little, how do I say, like say if you're out on the deck, there's probably like a place that has like fries and chicken wings and shit like that,
Mm.
right? So this was a formal dinner. They get dressed up for it, and I don't know if it's required. I think it is, but everyone takes a picture, right? So they took a picture as a family, but that night in particular, Amy had more, she was receiving more attention than normal from the waiters and everyone that worked the cruise ship
Mm.
that night in particular. Um, and her mother had made a joke like, "Oh, if we want to order something more, just like have Amy do it because they love her."
Mm.
Um, so then after the dinner was over, they as a family go to the like cruise club that they have. I think around 11 p.m. Both of her parents turn in for bed. So then it's just her and her brother Brad. Also, I don't know why they set him up like this. Brad Bradley. I don't know. I don't know why they set him up like that.
Wait,
But
their last name is Bradley?
mhm.
Oh.
Yeah, so Brad Bradley. I don't know why, but anyway,
Type shit.
right. So they're still at the club. They're dancing together, having drinks. I think at one point Amy went to go smoke. She came back and she was dancing, and her brother noted that she was dancing with one of the cruisemen, but he was like a part of the band. And his name is Yellow. They call him Yellow because his hair was bleached, I guess.
Oh.
Um,
I was about to say, it's like, is this a
no,
race?
no, 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 no. No, he's from Grenada, I think.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, it was strictly because his hair was dyed. But he was also very popular amongst the ladies because I guess maybe he looked good. He was like very flirtatious. I mean, as they would be, because at the end of the day, he's trying to receive tips and things like that. He was dancing with Amy, and then around I think 12, Brad went to go turn in for sleep. So he went to the room. He left Amy by herself, and then around 1, Amy went back as well. So everyone's in the room. The parents are already sound asleep. Amy and Bradley go on to the. I said Bradley. Amy and Brad
I
go
mean,
on
it's
to.
still his name is Bradley Bradley. Like
They go onto the balcony, and they're again. Amy's out there smoking. They're just talking or whatever. They're both obviously intoxicated. She says she didn't feel well,
mm.
but like I guess prior from the drinking and like who knows. She said she was gonna sleep out there on the deck. They said I love you to each other. Brad went back inside to the
Nah,
room.
what? He just left her out there?
Yeah. So he went back into the room, and she was just out there laying on one of the chairs. And then around I think it was like 5-ish in the morning, Amy's dad woke up and saw, that Amy was outside, but he saw that she was asleep. So I guess he didn't want to wake her, but he saw that she was there. So then he went back to sleep. Yeah.
What? What are we doing?
Yeah. So then about an hour later, around 6, he woke up, and then he looked outside again, and Amy was no longer there. Her shoes were there. The little ashtray had her cigarettes in there, and the door was open.
Hmm.
Yeah. So he thought, maybe she went out to go get a cup of coffee because they're the like early risers in their family and they normally get coffee together. So he went up to where they would get coffee. She wasn't there. So then he was like, I don't know, maybe she went to go get food or is just walking around or something. Like, let me wait a little bit before I go back down to the family and like, make it bigger than what it is.
I mean,
Uh,
but without shoes on?
right, without shoes. But okay, maybe she slipped on another pair of shoes. Who knows? So about an hour or so passes, and he's up there like walking around to see if he'll catch Amy, but that never happened. So he went back downstairs and he told his wife and son that Amy's missing. Like, he can't find her anywhere, like in the places that he thinks she would be in. So they all went to go search. About another hour passes. Mind you, the cruise ship is on its way to the next island, to Curacao. So they're like getting close to docking and like everybody disembarking. Um they still couldn't find her, so then they went to, how do I say this? It's not the captain, but it's the person that deals with the people. I forgot what his role is. But they went to him and told him that our daughter is missing. Like, please do not disembark this ship, because if you do that, she'll be gone for good.
Mm.
Because who knows where she is? She could have been sleeping somewhere, whatever. She gets off. They still don't know where she is. She could have been kidnapped, right? Say if she was put in a fucking suitcase. That person takes the suitcase off the ship. She's gone. Like, they were like,
Yeah.
please do not let the people off. Like, can you make an announcement saying, Amy's missing? They'll describe her, see if anyone has seen her. The guy was like, I'm not going to make that announcement because it's like 7 o'clock in the morning. I'm not waking everyone up for that, basically. They were like, okay, cool, whatever. But again, please do not let the ship dock. Do not let these people off the boat. And what does he do? He lets the ship dock and he lets the people off the boat.
I mean, if they weren't going to make an announcement, yeah, we're not going to stop the boat.
Right, right. And he was like, as unfortunate that it is that this one family in particular is dealing with something, everyone else on the cruise ship paid to be on this cruise ship. Like, basically, I'm not ruining everyone else's day for that type shit.
Okay, but one of the passengers is missing. You would think that would
Exactly.
raise some concern.
Exactly. But for him, the concern was, it just wasn't enough for him. So they dock and they go to the local police there, because now they're like, they don't know what to do. They don't know if she was kidnapped, if she like fell over the balcony into the water. Like, they don't know. So they contact FBI. FBI comes, they examine the room, but the thing is that that room has been touched. It is a crime scene now, but it has been touched because the family was in there for several hours after she went missing. So it's hard for them to tell, to find like any evidence of any sort in that room.
Hmm.
Um and one of the FBI agents, he was like, the balcony height is really high and Amy is like obviously shorter than him. He basically tried to say that there's no way that she would have accidentally fell over. She would have had to step up on the table that was out there and then like either, fall over or willingly jump off.
Oh.
Yeah. Because a lot of theories started coming out as to what happened to her. Some people were like, oh, I heard Amy say that she's a really good swimmer and she wanted to see if she could beat the cruise ship to the next island, saying that she willingly, went over. Some people were saying that she unalived herself because who knows what she was dealing with. Maybe it was too much. She couldn't handle it anymore. That was her way out.
Hmm.
Right. Other people were saying, obviously, she was kidnapped.
Hmm.
Something went wrong that night, and that was it. She was kidnapped and stowed away somewhere, and then they took her off the ship.
Hmm. Yeah,
Regard
my initial thought was that maybe she was just super drunk and fell
or
off, but
that,
but if she needed to get on a table to fall
yeah,
off, like that immediately debunks that.
right.
Mm.
So they were going through all of that. They didn't really have much to work with. They had the key log, but it only shows when someone enters the room, not when they leave. So it
Mm.
showed that she got there, I think, around 2 or 3. But then her father recalls seeing her around 5. But then after that, she was just gone. So they don't know if she, again, willingly left the room or what have you. I feel like if somebody entered the room, the family would have heard that. So maybe she left. Who knows? Um, but they literally have nothing to work on.
Mm.
So it's tough. So now they're talking to the local police on Curacao, and the head detective was like, well, if her she did go overboard, the water's very harsh there, so a body would have washed up on shore. So they're looking around the coast and there's no body. So obviously she didn't either fall in or willingly jump in. So now their next thought is that she got kidnapped. So now they're looking in like different places on Curacao. I guess that people that get trafficked would be generally seen in,
Mm.
but again, they're not finding her. So here comes the people on the cruise ship with their own little witness testimonies. So the first one was of a group of two girls. They were out all night. They claimed that they saw Amy with the band member Yellow. They
Mm.
were walking back up to the club. The club was closed at this point, but they were walking back up to the club, and then not even like 2 minutes after, he comes back down by himself. Right. So they thought that was suspicious because what happened to Amy? Where did she go?
I'm so annoyed at the cruise staff for letting them dock,
Mm-hmm.
because this would have been a lot easier if,
If they didn't.
yeah, like if they just stayed on the ship.
Mm-hmm. Because again, if she was kidnapped and she was in like, I don't know, garbage can or suitcase or whatever that can be easily transported off of a ship,
Mm-hmm.
that's it. That's
Yeah.
literally it. You let these people off, she's gone.
Yeah.
So that's what they claim that they saw. Um, Next order of business, obviously the FBI interviews Yellow. He swears up and down that he did not kidnap Amy. Like he said that he danced with her that night in the club and that was it.
Mm.
He doesn't know what happened to her. Like, I'm sorry to the family, but I don't know. But the thing is that when they would question him, he got angry.
Mm.
So it's like, I understand you're angry because they're essentially accusing you of something, but also, if you didn't do it, like, would you get angry? Like, it's, you know, like it really depends. So
Yeah.
they're trying to say that something's not right with him, like something just wasn't adding up, whatever. So a few years after the fact, I think it was like 3 years of them still searching for her. Um, this guy that was a photographer in Curacao says that he saw a lady on the beach and she's walking arm in arm with two men on either side. They motioned her to go up to the man that was taking pictures, and he says that essentially like she was, a prostitute.
Oh,
um
jeez.
yeah, trying to get money or whatever. But when she went up to him, she said that she was in danger, that she needed help,
Mm.
and she had mentioned that her name was Amy.
Mm.
But at the time, he didn't know that like this was the Amy that was missing because he didn't hear of it until after the fact. And then he didn't really report it because he said one of the guys came up to him and threatened him with a gun, basically.
Damn.
Yeah. So he was scared. He didn't say anything to the local police.
I mean,
That was that.
honestly, that's kind of fair.
Yeah. A few years after that, there was this woman. She was on vacation in Curacao as well. Before she was leaving, she made a stop at like a store that sells, like trinkets and stuff or whatever. She had to use the bathroom. She goes into the bathroom and then she hears the door open. And when she comes out, she sees that it's a woman, a younger woman, and she looks distraught. And then that woman is talking to her in the bathroom. She was like, same thing. She said, I need help. These people are holding me against my will, because for some reason they were holding her against her will. And she was like, okay. And then at that point, that woman has heard of Amy and the
Hmm.
fact that she went missing. So then she asked her name and she said it was Amy. And then that's when she put two and two together. She tried to play it off. She was like, "Oh, I have a daughter named Amy. She looks just like you," or whatever. Basically, trying to see if that actually was her to try and get more information out of her. But then one of the men busted into the bathroom and basically told her to let's go.
Hmm.
So then the woman goes back to her husband. She was like, "We have to do something. Like, this woman came up to me saying that she's in danger." And her husband was like, "There's literally nothing that we can do." And that was it.
What?
Yeah. Like, they didn't go to the local police or anything either. He told her to let it go.
What?
Yeah. Like, basically, like, that's none of their business. Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
Man, it's always not white people. It's always not people's business when it's
Mm-hmm.
something that actually matters. But if you got, I don't know, your your fence is a little bit too tall, somebody's fucking calling the cops. Like, be so serious,
Mm-hmm.
dude.
Right. So then a few years after that, like at
Jesus
this point,
Christ.
Amy has been missing for like 12 years.
I was about to say, it's like, when did you say the case and it was initially started in like 1998? Like,
Mm-hmm.
oh my God.
Yeah. And again, meanwhile, on the other end of things, the family is dealing with grief because obviously they came back home. Amy's
Without their,
missing
yeah,
without,
without their
yeah.
daughter.
Um, they are nonstop doing everything that they can to search for her. Um, they at one point made a website, like they were talking to the news, they were just trying whatever that they can to see if anyone had any information on where Amy could potentially be. So again, a few years after that incident with the woman and her husband, there's this man that was in the Navy at the time. He was in an area in Curacao that he wasn't supposed to be in, meaning that he was in not like a brothel, but like in an area of one. And it's like, I guess as a
Like a,
officer, like you're not,
yeah,
like, yeah,
like a red light district type of thing.
yeah.
Okay.
So he said that he went to a bar around there and he walks in and he sits at the table, orders a drink, whatever. There's two women sitting at the bar and there's a man with them. I guess the man motions them to go over and sit at the table with the guy. Um so they're just talking regular. Obviously, they are also prostitutes. They're talking to him, trying to get him to be with them. And then one of the ladies goes to the bar again to order drinks. When she leaves, the other one that's still sitting at the table turns to the man again and says that she's in danger, that the people are holding her hostage because she owes them money for drugs. And then, yeah. And then he asks her name. She says, "My name is Amy, Amy Bradley." So now she's saying her last name. And then at this point, again, he has also heard of her being, missing. And he also doesn't do anything
Well, yeah,
because,
because reporting it would make him get in trouble.
mm-hmm. So he waited to say this information after he was done with,
The
I
Navy.
guess, yeah, when he was done with the Navy.
Jesus
But
Christ,
it's
that's
like,
years.
yeah. So it's like at that point, you know, so those were all the leads from different witnesses. She's still missing. They don't even know. They think most likely she's on Curacao, but where? So then they make a website and they post pictures of Amy or whatever, and then they do like a little age progression, and like this is what she looked like now compared to when she was 23 in 1998. Um, and then they start an anonymous, not thread, but like email basically for anyone to send any information. And then an anonymous user emails the mom and was like, I think this may be your daughter, and sends a picture. And it's a picture of a woman that is, she's on a bed and she's posed in a particular way.
Mm.
And the FBI takes that picture, they cross reference it with a picture of Amy when she was younger, and they were like, there's certain things as like when you get older that just does not change on your face. She said something like the chin, I think the nose, I forgot what all she said, but they said those pieces matched up with a picture of Amy when she was younger. So
Mm.
they were like, they think that that was Amy in the picture. And she also has a tattoo on her shoulder that's very identifiable. But the way that they had her pose in the picture, you
You
couldn't
couldn't
see
see
the
it. Mm.
you couldn't see her shoulder. So it's like that person knew how to pose her so that you wouldn't see it. So they were like, that most likely is Amy. Um, but they can't deduce what brothel it is that she's in.
God.
Right. So then the dad and the son go back to Curacao. They talk to the local police again, and they were like, do you know of any places like in the area at all where like, brothels would be and things like that? Because they were going to go and search there and see if she was there. He takes them because he's like, it's dangerous. You can't do this by yourself. And they search all the spots and nothing comes up.
Mm.
Right. So, what else? Honestly, that's really it. Like, to this day, they were still
God.
searching. Yeah, they refused to give up. Um, so yeah. And they think, because they said that that woman that was in the picture, they think that they saw her out in the street somewhere and she has a kid.
I mean,
So now it's like they have a grandchild out there somewhere as well with her, and they don't know where in Curacao that she is.
I would be surprised if she's still in Curacao.
Right. She could have moved to a different
Yeah,
country
like
at this
she
point.
she could have been moved to a different island.
Yeah. But like all the sightings of her were
Have
on
been,
Curacao.
yeah.
Yeah.
Ugh.
So, mhm.
But Jesus Christ, like it's been
Right.
like almost 30 years.
Mhm. Oh, I forgot one thing. So, Yellow has a daughter.
Mm-hmm.
She calls Amy's mother. She was like, "Look, I'm probably the last person you would want to hear from, but I think I have some information that you would want to hear." So then
Mm.
they meet up, and his daughter says that can't believe I forgot this. This is like big actually. His daughter says that around the time that he came back from that cruise ship in particular, he was arguing with his wife because his wife found a suitcase of his and she opened it and it was pictures of a bunch of different women.
Mm.
She didn't say if like Amy's picture in particular was in there, but it was a picture of different women.
Mm.
And she questioned him about it, and he got combative and said that it's nothing or whatever, and they were still arguing about it. Cool. She calls her father again live during the interview to see if he would admit to knowing anything that happened with Amy. And again, he swears up and down They only danced. I don't know what happened to her after the fact. I'm sorry. Like, we're not going to keep talking about this because how many times do I have to tell you that I have nothing to do with her missing?
Mm.
So, and when they were taking the pictures that night for the captain's night as a family, and then Amy took some by herself, they went to the room where all the pictures were, and they looked around the whole room and their pictures were not there. So they asked the photographer, like, hey, like, we can't find our pictures. They were like, oh yeah, somebody came in like maybe 2 minutes before you guys did and took those pictures.
And you just let them.
You just let them take random people's pictures.
Right.
So it's like that person was targeting Amy. For whatever reason, he was targeting her if he took a picture of her. So
I
I
mean,
guess,
it definitely sounds like she got trafficked, high key.
yeah, like I think that is what happened. She got trafficked, unfortunately, and they just don't know where she is at all.
That's horrible. And the fact
Yeah.
that the family, I mean, of course the family's going to keep looking for her, but the fact that there's been so many sightings
Mm-hmm.
and like she's telling anybody she can that she is being held against her will and she needs help.
Yeah.
Not one person reported this. Like, that's insane.
Yeah.
Like, I'm most disappointed in like the married couple because they had like nothing at stake. The husband
Right.
was just like, mind your business.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I understand why the first like photographer didn't do anything because they pointed a
He
gun
got
at him.
threatened.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like that would put the fear of God into me. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm
Mm-hmm.
a mind my business. I ain't trying to die.
Right.
But we're on vacation, mind our business. Huh? The Navy guy, I'm also mad disappointed, but I'm not surprised because he wasn't even supposed to be there in the first place.
Yeah.
But that's horrendous.
Yeah.
You know, it's a documentary we should watch.
Hmm.
That new one that just came out on Netflix, like
I
The
think I
Perfect
saw it.
Neighbor.
I saw it.
Did you? How? What's it? Tell me. I need to know.
It's gonna piss you off.
Dude, that's the only thing I keep seeing people say about it is
It
that they're like, buckle up. This documentary is going to piss you off.
it is. Especially since you're a mother, it's gonna piss you off.
Oh no.
Yeah.
What's it about?
So it's about where did it take place? Some southern state. I don't remember exactly where, but it was in an area that seemed pretty, like low income. It wasn't just a predominantly black area. I will say, like,
Mm,
there were some white people there too. Um, but this one lady in particular, she was an older white woman.
already a
Sh
bad sign.
Yeah, she was living there, and there was an open lot next to her apartment that the kids in the neighborhood would play in. They would normally play football, whatever, play with their toys. Yeah. That lot, she didn't own that lot because, first of all, she was renting the apartment that she stayed in.
Mm,
So that was not her property, but she made it seem as though it was her property.
of course.
And she would get upset when the kids would go over there and play on that field. So she basically has all these issues in that neighborhood. No one in that neighborhood likes her because she's targeting the kids, right? She's always complaining. She's always calling the cops.
Jeez.
Yes. Every small inconvenience, like they're being too loud, they're playing on this lot, they're trespassing. Like,
No, they're
and
not.
right. because it's not your property. And second of all, the man that owns the apartment that she's renting has no issue with the kids playing there. So if he has no issue, why are you taking it upon yourself saying that they're still trespassing and is an issue because they're inconveniencing you? Right? So they have, she calls herself the perfect neighbor. That's why it's titled that,
Mm.
because she thinks that she is, like, she doesn't really, start trouble, like she's quiet, da da da, whatever, but you're calling the police every 5 seconds.
I was about to say, isn't wasting police time like a felony?
I think so,
Like,
but
you can't just be calling the police for no goddamn reason.
right. And it's the same issue. And whenever the police talks to all the other neighbors, or like this one family in particular, they were black, obviously.
Mm.
She had a huge issue with the mother and her children, because I guess it was mainly her kids that were playing in that field. Um, so yeah, and then some things happen that will piss you off.
Mm.
Yeah, I, yeah. My
I
mom
know.
watched it. She was like, she was sitting at the table, she was crying.
Oh my
She was
god.
like, she had to call on God to let it go, because it, yeah. And
Oh.
then
Oh no.
yeah, mm-hmm. And I watched it, and I was just staring at my screen like, this is unfucking believable.
It's bro. It's like with fucking Kendra in the catfish documentary that just fucking came. Like,
Yeah.
cause I'm not gonna lie, that documentary pissed me off, bro. Mm.
Uh-huh.
I I don't know.
Yeah.
I do want to watch it, but
Yeah. Just brace yourself,
mm,
because I would have dragged her old ass. I don't care.
I mean, I would still fight Kendra.
That, yeah, her too, because
Also,
that's insane.
bro, I I just don't know. Also, I don't like how Netflix framed the unknown number like
Yeah.
documentary, but I think we talked about this. They just left stuff out that was
Mm-hmm.
important,
Yeah.
and they also framed it like the
She
daughter still
was
has a relationship with the mom when she doesn't.
right. But then they also framed it like she was innocent in the beginning, and then you get the plot
Ooh,
twist that she was the one that was doing it all this time.
I'm
It's like, why are we even letting her speak about the shit that happened
yeah.
prior, as if she was helping, where she wasn't helping? She just wanted to see what the fuck was going on to make sure she didn't get caught.
Yeah, I have seen the theory on that they framed it like that because they don't think Kendra would have agreed to do an interview otherwise, which I guess, but also I don't feel like we needed that woman's side of the story, honestly, because when we did finally get to the reveal and they asked her why she would do that, she was just like, well, this moment doesn't define me. Everybody breaks the law.
Girl. Mm-mm.
And she's like, this was just like one chapter in the story of my life, and this should not be my defining moment.
Well, it did.
I mean, not only was this not a singular moment, this was multiple instances, and this lasted for years.
Right.
Like, you did this for like literally what, from like the time her daughter was 13 to 16 or something like that? Like, bitch, you're weird. And a predator. Like, I don't understand how nobody fucking addressed that.
Mm-hmm.
Because they, like, they were just framing this as like, oh, this mom is bullying her daughter. She's bullying her daughter because she wants to fuck her boyfriend, her 14-year-old boyfriend. Like, that's why she did this. Because if it was really just about bullying her daughter, when he got a new girlfriend, she was instantly bullied as well. Like, this was not
Yeah.
about her. Like, this was about the boyfriend
Mm-hmm.
and how she only got sentenced to like cyber stalking and like that kind of thing is crazy. Like, I know she didn't lay a hand on him, but she sexted a minor.
Right.
Like, I don't fucking understand how that was like not addressed and she was not charged with anything with like inappropriate with like a child.
Mm-hmm.
Cause didn't they start dating when like they were in 8th grade or something? Like
Yeah, they
before high
were.
school?
Mm-hmm.
And like Kendra would be begging that boy's parents to let her come on basketball trips. She was also his basketball coach. Like, she was
Like,
trying to
girl.
get invited to like their family like vacations without her daughter and without her family, even though the two families were close. She was just trying to have it be her.
Yeah, no, that's weird.
And this was all stuff that was left out of the Netflix documentary. And I'm like, this was important. Like, this shows like this truly shows you the motive of why she was doing this.
Yeah.
Because it's like, how can a mother do this to her daughter? Because she views her daughter as competition, and she was competing for the attention of a teenage boy.
Mm. Mm-mm.
Just like, what the fuck? Also, the the police and the FBI, it really took y'all years to figure out that this wasn't a kid.
Right.
Because I'm sorry, about one text message saying "you make me so creamy," I would automatically be like, "This is not a young person. Who says this?
Right.
Who? I don't know. I don't know about y'all. If I'm talking freaky, I ain't talking about you make me so creamy cream, girl. What? Mm-mm. But yeah, I don't know.
Well, at least with the perfect neighbor, it's literally all body camera footage. So
Mm,
there's no way that they can try to spin that.
bro.
Yeah.
I was about to say, we got any ring camera footage?
Yes.
Okay.
There is some from, I think, one neighbor's house in particular that lived directly across the street from the woman. And then also there's some footage from her camera as well.
Mm,
Um, but it's not a lot.
mm.
So yeah.
I don't know if you get those like creepy ring camera videos on TikTok, but they're fucking horrifying, and I hate getting them.
Mm-mm-mm.
But I always watch it all the way through because I'm curious.
No. The only ring camera footage videos I get is of it's this family, and it's this young boy that always like presses the button to speak to his mom when she's at work.
Oh my god.
And like the shit be sending me, like what he be saying. Like he be venting to her about his other siblings.
I'm crying. Like,
Yeah, it's funny.
nah, the type of ring camera footage I get is like just weird bullshit, bro. I have one that I was like trying to sleep. Thankfully, it was like daytime, so I can't be too freaked out because at least the sun's out.
Mm-hmm.
But it was like some woman, like a single mother, trying to get into her apartment like quickly because she she thought a man was following them. So she like rushes her daughter and her into like her apartment. And the ring camera footage shows like an old like homeless looking man that
Mm-hmm.
shows up like a minute later, and he's just looking, I don't know, like incoherent. Like he's just kind of like mumbling and like pacing back and forth in front of her door. It's like off-putting, but he like leaves. Okay, cool. And the apartment across the hallway from hers, like the door opens. It But like you don't see how the door like you don't see anybody open the door. The door just like opens. It opens and
Mm-hmm.
then it quickly shuts. And
Mm.
she's like freaked because on the video she doesn't see where this old man went.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden that door across the way from her opened, so she thinks that he's like hiding in there, because she's like, I've lived here for a year. That apartment's been vacant the entire time I've lived here.
Oh.
So she makes like a part 2 where she lets us know that she called um property management, like the people in charge of her apartment building, and lets them know like what happened, and she shows them the ring camera video she has. So obviously management is like, oh fuck no, because they think they have a squatter living in that apartment,
Mm-hmm.
because where'd this guy go?
Right.
And then I guess like the next day, uh management goes into that apartment, which by the way wouldn't be hard for like a squatter to be living in this apartment, because there's no doorknob on the door.
Oh.
Like it's just a hole in the
Mm-hmm.
door, so like anybody could open it. And she sees them going inside, and her daughter's at school, so she asked if she could go with them to check it out, so just to like just if they do find the guy, she could be like, this is the man. So they were like, yeah, sure. So she goes in. They don't find anybody living there, but they do find that somebody has been there, because Tina, in the living room of this apartment, is like a massive pile of shoes.
Mm.
And they're all children's shoes.
Oh nah.
They are all kids' shoes. And what was like the worst part of this video is that she recognizes a pair of her daughter's like snow boots that she lost like a couple of months ago. Like she had no idea where they went. She thought that maybe her daughter had misplaced them.
Mm-hmm.
Nah, they were in the pile of shoes.
Now how the hell he get those?
They have not seen the guy again. They have like since put locks on that apartment, and she took her daughter's shoes back, but she hasn't posted another update, and bitch, I couldn't sleep anymore after that.
Yeah.
Like that bothered me
Mm-mm.
so much. But I guess she left her daughter's snow boots outside of their apartment because she didn't want like the snow boots to come
Yeah.
inside, because they were covered in snow and would track like mud and snow throughout the house.
Yeah.
So she she never thought that somebody fucking took them. Apparently her
Mm.
apartment complex is now on the lookout for this man though.
I'm not surprised.
But yeah, that shit was wildly uncomfortable. Just ugh.
Mm-hmm.
It was like a big pile of shoes too, dude. There was like
Mm.
there had to be like over 20 pairs of shoes. And this is like the kind of ring camera footage that I'd be getting on TikTok, bro. Like it's always a bad time for me.
No, thank you.
I mean, occasionally they're like funny stuff where
Yeah.
like one was like some man like drunk trying to go home, and the lady answers the Ring camera, and she's like, "Can I help you?" He's like, "Let me in," and she's like, "You don't live here." He was like, "What?" And she's like, "Yeah, you don't live here." He's like, "Where where do I live?" This man's gone. Like, he is
Oh my
drunk.
god.
He's like, "Where do I live?" And she's like, "You live 2 doors down. On your right, it's a blue house." And he was like, "Okay, thank you." And like leaves. And it's like, "Damn, dude."
That's crazy.
And people are like, "How often does this happen?"
Right.
Because you knew which one was his house, unless you just pay that much attention. But yeah, nah. That's the only reason I asked. I get a lot of fucking Ring camera videos on my freaking feed.
Mm-mm-mm.
Granted, it's my fault. I should stop watching them.
Yeah, you're adding more to it
I'm
now.
I'm just always curious.
I feel that. I feel that.
But I don't know. I don't want to get into the case. And honestly, that I watched, because I'm not going to hold you. I need a refresher. I don't know what's going on that.
It'd be like that.
But I think we can call it. I know it's a little bit like early for us, but honestly, I have nothing else prepared.
Yeah.
But happy Halloween, y'all.
Yo.
I always like the Halloween edition of the pod. I like dressing up.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Stay safe. Don't do drugs. Use a condom. I don't know. Happy Halloween, y'all. Goodbye.
Bye.